In this video, I'm going to show you how you can rebuild your website from the ground up without the fear of it being down at all. As you may already know, if you click the Change Design link here, and I'll do that now, you're going to be presented with a message. Changing the template will delete all of the site's pages. Click Yes if you want to choose a new template for this site anyway. That's not ideal if your site is currently live and being used for your business, but you may still want to rebuild the website from the ground up, either choosing a new design or you want to go in a different direction, but you really don't want it to be down, because if somebody gets to your website and they see something broken, they may leave and think you're out of business. So not something that you want to do. Instead, I would go ahead and just create an additional website within this account. We allow that ability, and you should certainly take advantage of it. So click the Manage Sites tab located at the top of the account dashboard, and you can see that this is the list of all the websites I have in this account. I only have one right now, but I can create additional websites using this link here. This is pretty much unlimited, so you can create an additional number of free websites, as many as you'd like. Clicking Create New Website brings you to the Choose Design page. And this is just a listing, just like you would when you had first created your website, of all the designs that we have available that you can choose. And of course, you can choose Create from Scratch if you so, if you'd like to do that as well. I'm just going to choose this one here. It's a nice looking website. You're going to be presented with the page that allows you to choose a website address. In this case, I'm going to make a free website. So I'm just going to choose a free WebStarts subdomain. We do allow you to create additional paid websites, and that's option you choose here, adding a domain name. If you had another website you wanted to create, maybe another business or another opportunity you wanted to create a website for. But in this case, we're just going to create an additional free website and choose a subdomain. And I'm just going to name this, and this is what I tend to do when I'm doing this, New Steve Designs. It's just a play off my existing domain name, and it lets me know that this is relevant or related to that existing website. I'm taken to the dashboard for that site. Now, this dashboard looks exactly like my other dashboard. The only difference is this is not an upgraded site, so I'm going to get an upgrade button here. Again, we're not going to worry about that. This is just to create a website that is going to replace your existing website. Once you get to this point, shoot us an email or give us a call and let us know, hey, can you transfer my upgrade from this website to this one, because I'm getting ready to rebuild it. And you want to access the stuff like contact forms, slideshows, galleries, etc. So before we go any further, I'm going to go back to the Manage Sites tab, because I want you to see that this site is now listed in here. And I can edit it, I can preview it, I can do whatever I'd like. I can even change the name of it if I want to. But I'm going to go back in here to edit, and I'm going to go ahead and just edit my website. Now, one thing that you want to make sure of that you pay attention to is SEO, search engine optimization. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. On this old website, and this is a very basic website, this isn't really built out, this is just for testing purposes, and I'd likely have a lot more pages. But let's just say this About page as an example. I'm going to click Preview, and this is the actual URL for the domain name, steve-designer.com/about.html. This is the part that's important. So Google has indexed this URL as about.html. If I create a new website and I don't include a page that's called about.html, and when I switch the domain name over to this new website, that is going to be a dead link. That's going to reflect negatively on my search engine position. And that's obviously important to everyone that builds a website with WebStarts. So it's paramount. You want to make sure that if you create a new page in your website, that you name it exactly as this is. And to do so, you go back to your Manage Sites, go to your new website, and you will just add a new page. And you'll name it About. Now, I happen to have one called About already, so this may not be the best example. But again, these are both WebStarts, pre-designed templates. We name them pretty similarly, so you're likely going to have some, the page names are going to vary widely in your website. Just make sure that you're replicating those page names precisely when you're creating your new site, to make sure that when that thing does switch over, when the domain name switches over to the new site, you're not hurting yourself in terms of SEO. That's about it. That's pretty much the only thing you really need to be real focused on. As long as you have URL, you want to make sure that your content is still relevant. But if you're rebuilding the website, it's likely going to be a better representation of your company anyway. So it can only behoove you to redo that. We encourage, if you want to do it, to please take an opportunity to use this new site feature. And if you have any questions, let us know. We'd be happy to help out. Thanks.